your life lived today? Have your troubles away? Maybe learn another way. Hanging with Loretta. Now it's time for some fun. Get some inspiration. Don't you stop until you won. Hanging with Loretta.
Everybody, welcome into the Loretta McNary Show, and yes, we do have a live audience, and we are on location at the beautiful Bell Venue in Memphis, Tennessee. And yes, I'm excited about today's show because I have wanted to get these people on this show for the last few months. They are the faces behind my new grooving super theme song. I can't sing because it's forbidden for me to sing on my own show, but you will hear that song performed a cappella by these amazing ladies. But I want you to hear the story of how the theme song Hanging with Loretta came about. So welcome to the show, Mechelle Johnson and Al Johnson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to be here. Okay, so Larry Dotson Jr. called you up or texted you or something and said, hey, there's this lady got a show. Are y'all interested? How did that happen? Because I don't know this behind story.
Exactly. Larry reached out to me. I was referred to him by a friend because my wife, Mechelle, as you know, is a gospel jazz artist. And so he's her booking agent. And so he told me, he reached out to me and said, we've got an opportunity for you to do the theme song for a television show, but it's going to be a really quick, really fast turnaround. So I told Mechelle, and I said, hey, we got about a week or so to come up with a song and come up with the lyrics. And so he also, Larry also worked with Walter Person at Sunstorm Studio. Mm-hmm. Sunstorm. Walter Person is awesome. He was the producer.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's the music behind it. And so, and another awesome young lady Larry contacted, Jordan Dotson.
Jordan Dotson, a big voice from such a young body.
Awesome.
Yes.
And so, and he wanted Mechelle to sing. And so we got together. And so after collaborated with Walter, and we put the lyrics together and put it to the music that he provided, and we turned it around in about a week.
And the magic happened. Oh my goodness. I wanted to come in the studio when you all were gonna do it, but my schedule was so crazy and I couldn't. And I'm really glad because when I was by myself and he sent it to me, I literally wanted to fall out and cry because I could not have picked a better voice, better words. If I'd had to pick from some of the most amazing entertainers in the world, I couldn't have picked a better you to sing my song for me. It is so perfect. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, your personality made it really, really easy.
And the crazy thing is, we had never met before.
Right. We had never met.
You gave great direction. You gave great direction.
You did.
Yeah. Well, Larry interviewed me. He said, what's your show about? I know what it's about. What do you want to say? And he said, boil all that down to 3 words. I said, oh my goodness, I was traveling somewhere with my best friend, and I said, well, what 3 words? She said, Loretta, inspiration, fun, entertaining, educational, and next thing I know, I'm hearing those words sung so beautifully, and the other things that you put in the song. So it's such a blessing. It is the best gift ever.
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory. Amen.
Yes.
So tell us, because you're a jazz performer as well, so tell us about that journey.
Oh, wow. It's been about, about 13 years ago now. My husband was maybe a little bit longer than that. He started writing song lyrics. And he kept telling me, Mechelle, he said, I'm waking up, in the middle of the night, writing words down. He said, I don't know if they're words to book, music, whatever. And then so they just kept coming to him. And so I said, well, just write it down. And at the time, I had stopped singing. I wasn't singing very much. And he said, well, Mechelle, I just think these are song lyrics, So we sat on them for what?
For about probably 12 years.
For about 12 years. We sat on for about 12 years.
Writing along the way.
Right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, one day, he was like, I think it's time for us to think the Lord is telling us to go ahead and get these songs together. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, you can get someone to sing them for you,
Get someone.
Like, I know. I was like, that'll be wonderful. He's like, no, I mean you. And I was like, me. And I was like, not me. But that's just kind of how it came about, and we just started working together. We would sit in the car and flesh lyrics out and songs out and melodies and things like that. And he's not a singer, and he doesn't play an instrument.
Did you all tell him? Because I've seen your videos on Facebook. It's like nobody told him he couldn't sing yet.
Exactly. He thinks he can sing in his mind, But he does. He hears everything in his head, and he'll say, "Okay, I'll hear the bass line going like this," and he just tells the musicians,
God
what he
connected
hears.
us with some good people.
Yeah, he really did. Some really good people.
Really good people. And so she has some CDs available, and we'll tell you how you can reach her and find those. I mean, I have it in my truck right now. Your CD that you gave me when we first met, and I listened to it a lot. I'm like, she sings so phenomenally. It makes me think I can sing like that. I mean, seriously,
you can, Loretta. You can.
I can do all things.
You can, right? I can do all
Christ.
things.
Wait a minute, though.
That's why I sing.
Right.
Yeah, see.
Right.
And see, the beauty of this is you all have corporate jobs. So this is not what you do every day, but your gift is like you are ready to go and open a concert for somebody that's super amazing like you are. Your voice is so big. I heard you singing Smile on that video.
Sunday blessing video.
They have this term that they coined called blessified.
Be blessed.
Be blessified.
That's my blog. Yeah.
And
And we blessify people every Sunday afternoon.
We just, our goal
I'm trying to decide, is that a good word or is it just, because when you're saying it, it's like a joke.
It's from my lexicon, my own personal.
It is. And it's,
but it's being beyond bliss.
Yeah.
Blessified.
Blessified.
And so we use it to encourage and to inspire strong, happy Christian marriages. That's part. It's all connected with Mechelle Johnson music.
Mechelle Johnson music and Be Blessified, and they've been married how many years now?
Be 30 years in September.
See, this is the beauty part, because normally it's the man who doesn't know. They have that in reverse. He has to tell her how long it's been.
See, I have an advantage though, because it's the day before my birthday. So
the day before your birthday.
Right.
Okay.
I can't forget.
Right, you can't forget.
Can't forget. You all are so amazing. You all are so amazing. So you're going to hear more from them. They're not leaving because Mechelle still has to sing with Jordan, who's going to come on in a moment. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Here at Durham School Services, we are looking for employees who act in a safe manner, serve as great team members, and provide exceptional customer service to all we serve.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I always say you should definitely come to a live taping, because all the fun is not recorded for you. You got to be here to see it. Yes. So please help me welcome to the Loretta McNary Show for the very first time, making her debut, Jordan Dotson. For those who've heard the theme song, it happens at the beginning of every Loretta McNary show, regardless if you're in the Nashville market or my Dallas-Fort Worth market or on YouTube. You hear these big voices saying, "Hanging with Loretta," and then you just hear her ending, and how they mesh those two big voices is unbeknownst to me. So, and Jordan, you're only how old?
I'm 18.
She is only 18. It seems like she's been singing for 50 years already. So is that your passion? Did you always sing? Always knew you wanted to sing?
Yes, I started singing when I was 4 years old, and ever since then, it's like, you know, you have people telling you that you shouldn't pursue singing or you shouldn't pursue anything in the arts because you don't receive money from that, but it's always been about passion for me and drive and ambition, and I just try to prove those people wrong. I go home and I practice as much as I can, and, you know, I stay humble as well. Like, everything I look at is an opportunity, so I know music is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm actually going to be attending University of Memphis in the fall to study music business and recording technology.
Go Tigers! I love it because we are Memphis alumni, 3 sons. I have a son still there, and we have 2 that have gone through there. So we bleed blue blood. So we're so happy that you chose Memphis because you could have gone anywhere. So you wanted to perform in art school as well. So are you active there? Are you in Ovation, in the choir?
Yeah, I go to White Station High School, and really it's like academically amazing, but we also have amazing artists in the theater program and all kinds of programs, especially in choir. And at White Station, they've allowed me to be a part of this a cappella group that we have, and we compete nationally and internationally, and this year we actually won nationals, the national a cappella competition. So
It's so good because I know there was a campaign to send you because you went to New York and you had to turn around and go back, and so we were. I donated. I didn't help raise the money, but I know a friend who has a daughter. I can't remember who it is, but I was trying to help you all get to New York again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I didn't even know you were a part of it. So now it's making sense. God is so awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so how was that experience?
That was amazing because, I mean, New York. It's New York, so it's like, I don't know, it just feels like we worked as hard as we could and we left everything out there on the stage, and then the bond that you create with different women and like, not every girl is the same. And if I weren't in that a cappella group, I wouldn't know how to interact with different kinds of girls, like different kinds of personalities, the strong, the soft, and things like that. It just helps me grow as a person. It helps me become more open-minded and not expect anything from anyone.
So it's beautiful. And that 17, 18, I just figured that out yesterday myself. I'm just joking. Okay, so I always like to ask performers this question because you hear a lot about Beyonce and Taylor Swift and all the female performers seem like they all sound alike and look alike. So if you could perform with one of them, who would you choose to perform with?
I would love to perform with Tori Kelly because I feel like she's authentic to herself, to her style, and to her sound, and she's very spiritual as well, but she is doing the pop thing without having to like change herself, change her image. She wants to show herself and be authentic all the time, and her voice to me is honestly one of the best out there. So I would just love to learn from somebody who has that craft perfected, not changing due to how people look at you, but just being yourself 100% of the time. So.
Do you still get nervous when you perform?
Absolutely, all the time. But I try to channel that energy into my voice and how I interact with the crowd, because even though I'm nervous, that doesn't mean that I don't connect with the people that I'm singing to and singing with. I always think it's an experience. Like, I want them to feel the music that I'm singing. So even though I get nervous, I know that they're rooting for me, and they just want to hear what I have to bring to the table. So I just do everything I can and just know if I left it all on the table, then I did the best I could.
At 18, oh my goodness. So wise, so wise. Do you play an instrument as well?
Yeah, I actually play the guitar. Yeah, and I make my own music, so I'm hoping that after I study what I study at the University of Memphis, that I can be my own independent artist and have my own business and try to like incorporate more of teenagers who are artistically inclined in Memphis, because we really need more support for people in the arts in Memphis, and I would love to create something for students that are probably my age and younger in high school that want to cultivate their talent but don't know where to go. So. Yes.
She is blowing me away. I feel like I'm talking to somebody about 50 years old. I'm just trying to keep this conversation light, but I'm so impressed with you. Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed with you. Okay, so you play the guitar and you write your own music, and you want to build a business where you're helping other people under your brand. Do you already have a name for that brand?
Ooh. Well, my stage name, I guess, I like to call myself JD. So I don't know, like I feel like maybe one day I would like to open up a coffee shop, because I'm obsessed with coffee, and kind of have it to where like if I have enough recognition for myself, like travel the world and become known, that I can create this coffee shop and have young local artists come to the coffee shop and have managers all around, and even, you know, myself be a manager, and try to get people to see them and recognize their talent, and just have it be like an open mic with coffee or something like that. So I would just call it like JD's Jams or Cafe JD or something. I don't know.
I love how you think. So when you got the call, who called you to say, hey, Jordan, are you interested in this project?
I was like in class, and Larry Dotson, my last name is Dotson, so we're related, and his wife works at my school at White Station. So she called me and she was like, hey, do you want to sing for this theme song? And I was like, okay. So then I went to the recording studio, hadn't met anyone yet, but the people that we worked with, they had already created such an amazing tune. And then you said your 3 words that you wanted, and I was like, what can we do? And I was like, inspiration, just kind of coming up with something right there. And it just clicked. Like, it didn't take that long. We already had that chemistry, and we're kind of alike. Like, even though you think age makes people different, but we were kind of alike in what we wanted to get accomplished. And I just went in there focused like it was a job, and just hoped that the result was great.
No, it was not great. I'm going to tell you that now. It was exceptional. It is so, I want to say freaking exceptional. And I tell you, I've heard it for the last couple of months, and it's like I've heard it for the first time every time I hear it. And then it says hanging with Loretta. So we had this whole hashtag thing going at that celebration with Al and Mechelle and all. It's like 50 people. So we were all hashtagging hanging with Loretta. And it was just a beautiful sight to know that I'm the Loretta that they're talking about. I mean, it's like I was having an out-of-body experience, and I can't even begin to thank you all enough for just what you did to that song and for my show. And I feel like for real now. It's like I'm ready for national syndication. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to see those beautiful faces and handsome faces behind my theme song, Hanging with Loretta. And they knocked it out the park. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back when we'll put these 2 big voices together, talk to them a little, and then they, not me, will sing the song for you that we've been talking about, Hanging with Loretta. We'll be right back. Woo!
Nashville Film Institute, the new film school that gives you a chance to gain hands-on experience with skilled professional industry filmmakers. In 9 months, NFI allows you to quickly jump into action, shooting over 10 films, like music videos, commercial production, documentaries, narrative films, and more. This is your future, a way to connect and build networks directly into the industry. Your opportunity to make your aspiring dreams become a reality. This is NFI.
I tell you, I love my job. I love my job. I love my boss, who is God, not me. Don't think I'm talking about myself. So when I get to be around super amazing women, like these 2 women and the rest of the women that you'll see on the show, other shows that we're doing tonight at one time, I just feel so hopeful and inspired that the world will change for the better. Because you're all doing your own thing. You're inspiring people. You're making it happen. So what do you wish?
Oh, gosh. I just wish that I can get God's word out to everybody. That's my goal. That's my goal, to just inspire people to be the best that they can be.
All the time.
All the time.
And we all have something that's so unique to each one of us that is a gift and a talent that we don't have to worry about. She's doing talk, she's singing, I can't sing, I can't talk. But you can do something. You have a gift that will make room for you, as the Bible said, which means that will put you out front and will inspire people. So it's not about you. You just got to get out there. Like Jordan said, people were saying, girl, you're crazy. Just think you had listened to them.
Exactly. Yeah, like my goal, I say, is to connect with as many people as possible with an open mind and inspire them to, like, not look at people who are put on a pedestal as if, you know, they're more than them or they're not capable, when really all it is just work as hard as you can and do the best that you can and put your best foot forward, and you will make it in your own way of success. And so just to connect with as many people as possible and be authentic and transparent, that's really what my goal is.
Wow. So what inspires you, ladies, since that's what you want to do for the world and you are already doing that? What inspires you, Mechelle?
Oh, Wow, my husband inspires me. He really does. He pushes
That is
me.
so sweet.
He pushes me, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now if I didn't have his help. And we work together, and we've literally known each other since we were kids. I mean, I was 8 and he was 10, when we met, so we literally grew up together. So he really inspires me. Just his drive and his love for people, and his just passion for God. Yes. He inspires me.
That is so beautiful. But unfortunately, not all of us have a spouse that we are endeared to as much. So we have to seek inspiration outside of that and in our friends. But to have that's what every dad wants for his daughter. My dad wants it dearly for me, but he's not here. But he did want that for me. And I'm sure in heaven he still does. We all want what you have. And that you already are grateful for it and you recognize it. Because I had Shay on. She is the wife of the production team, Guy. And Antonio, and she was esteeming her husband too. And I just love that because you don't hear that enough. You don't hear that enough. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Who and what inspires you, Jordan?
I guess what inspires me is the relationships that I've created with my friends and like the places that I've gone. Like I've been blessed to travel to different places because of the art that I do. And it's really just like stuff just keeps falling in your lap, and then you just take that experience. But it's like the different art that you see, like the landscapes or the people that you meet and their stories, it just, in poems really, like it just inspires me to just keep writing. And then if I just keep writing or keep singing something over and over and record myself and just listen to what I'm saying, then I can create a song that I want people to connect to. I don't want to just put music out there so it can be popular and like people will jump to it, but I want to put actual inspirational music that somebody can listen to and be like, girl, I feel that. So that's really like what I do.
Well, let me say this about that theme song. Girl, I feel that. I totally get that. So I want you guys to get ready to perform the song, but there is one question I want to ask, because the one thing I will not do with my show is make it seem like everything is always okay. Because people can't relate to me if they think I don't have problems, because I do. And not that I want you to share anything, I do like to ask this question. What keeps you up at night? What do you worry about, if anything?
My children. I do. I worry about my children. I have a son who's getting ready to go to college, and that can be nervous, sending him off to a new place with new people, because I know what I've taught him, but then, when he's away from me and getting around other people, and it just makes me nervous. So I see
she's tearing up now, man. Don't cry, because I'm an equal opportunity crier. I will cry too. I understand that, though.
I just have to have faith in God. We put good values in him, and he knows right from wrong. But it didn't keep me from not being up at night.
Trust me, with 5 of them learning to drive and going away. But you know what God told me, and I want to quickly get to her. He said the trust and the faith issue is not with your son. It was with him. For me, that's what he told me. So he said, dig deeper, Loretta. It's about me and you, not them. So maybe, I don't know. What keeps you up?
I guess what keeps me up is like I worry about, I guess, my future. Like I never want to, I guess, receive so much recognition that I forget where I come from, or I forget the people that I know. And also, if, businesses, when you make your own business, there's a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of money that goes into that. But I never want to do it for the money. Like, I want to make sure that everything I do as a passion and not for what I'm going to receive from it. Not for, never to do things for people's approval, but for the betterment of myself. That's what worries, that I don't seek other people's approval to be myself, but that I just be myself and live my life and hope that the people that respect me for who I am flock to me. So
okay, I'm so glad they're getting ready to sing. All right, so you do. I don't know how you count it down, or because I can't help you, but
we got it.
All right, so this is on you. I want this presenting, ladies and gentlemen, Loretta's theme song, written and directed and produced by these amazing people, and these are the singers.
You ready?
You ready? All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's your life, live today.
Left your troubles away.
Maybe learn another way.
Hanging with Loretta.
Now it's time for some fun.
Get some inspiration.
Don't you stop until you won.
Hanging with Loretta.
Inspiration, education, tons of fun for everyone.
What's your life lived today?
Laugh your troubles away.
Maybe learn another way.
Hanging with Loretta. Now it's time for some fun.
Get some inspiration.
Don't you stop until you won.
Hanging with Loretta.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad this show is almost over. Because I want to cry. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you guys did that song for me.
And
Thank
we
you
enjoyed
for
it.
asking us.
We enjoyed it. Yes, and I enjoyed being able to meet Jordan.
Yes,
Yes,
for sure.
We connected just like that. You
It
know,
was
like you
literally
said, the
instant.
age
Yes.
difference.
No, it was like the same.
Right. I look at like my baby.
I know, she is like her baby girl.
Yes.
I just want to say, and it seems so small, but thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Larry and Walter, thank you guys so much. We'll have to do this again.
For sure.
It went fast, right?
Yes.
So I like to close the show answering two questions that people are always asking me. How do I get on the show? Well, first of all, you email us at Loretta at LorettaMcNary.com. Give us as much information to make a good decision to bring you on. And the second question is always, Loretta, how do I support the show? Well, we have different levels of support. Partners, advertisers, sponsors, donations. You can do that to help keep us on and reach our national syndication. So if you do that, I promise you I'll do the best to bring these amazing shows like this to you guys. So in closing, for those who know me, and you can say it with me, always think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way, pray often, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Nashville Film Institute, the new film school that gives you a chance to gain hands-on experience with skilled professional industry filmmakers. In 9 months, NFI allows you to quickly jump into action, shooting over 10 films, like music videos, commercial production, documentaries, narrative films, and more. This is your future, a way to connect and build networks directly into the industry. Your opportunity to make your aspiring dreams become a reality. This is NFI.